that in some ways that's really easy, right? If you want to attract the best talent, if you are not seen as fair and providing equal opportunity, equal pay, you will never be able to attract the best talent.
Hi all, good morning. So today I have Joydeep with us who is unveiling the DNA of success. Insights from Illuminia's visionary leader. Let's welcome Joydeep himself. Hi Joydeep, how are you doing today?
Hey, Manal, thank you for having me.
Of course. So Joydeep, let's get into it. You've had an extensive career in various leadership roles within the biotech and life sciences industry. What initially drew you to this field and how has your passion evolved for this field over time?
I think what drew me to this field really was an ability for the field, life sciences and diagnostics research, to really change how healthcare is practiced, and contributing to research that enables new drugs and new discoveries as well.
Okay. And did you always knew you wanted to be in this field, or was it something that you were like, oh, this is interesting, you just fell into it?
Uh, well, I think it's more the latter in some ways, right? So I knew I was interested in the general healthcare field. The life sciences and diagnostics area was somewhat serendipitous because it happened that a recruiter reached out to me about a role in a small company at that point called Invitrogen. And I really liked the company and its leadership, actually. And that's what drew me to the company initially. And then, of course, I've stayed in the industry ever since.
Okay, you know how they say people always make an impact. Clearly, they did make an impact that you decided to stay with it for so long. So, thank you for sharing
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely.
So, your experience includes leading teams across different functions such as sales, marketing, R&D, and corporate development. How do you approach building and nurturing high-performing teams, especially in diverse cultural and geographical contexts?
Yeah, look, I think for me, it has, always been about a few things, right? First, making sure that people are growing and developing, meeting their personal objectives in the roles that they have, right? So, and in every team, I do believe that everyone brings something unique to the team, and that's why they come into work every day. It's not just about a paycheck. So once you understand that, then it's more about helping people achieve or be the best, part of themselves. And a lot of this is through thought partnership and giving them the chance to lead, rather than here's the task you have to do and go execute on it. Right? That's never been. I've never found that to be the real role. And I think the amazing thing for me is this has worked in many different cultures, right? So obviously you mentioned across different groups of people. Again, R&D and finance, or R&D and sales, tend to be very different personalities often. But also, I've worked extensively in Asia, in Latin America, and Europe. And these principles of getting to know the person and helping them achieve what they come into work to achieve really work in every culture, right? It doesn't matter where.
Okay, you did mention something interesting, which is help them achieve what they came in to achieve. That's a sign of a good leader. How do you ensure you can make people understand your employees specifically, their qualities, their strengths in a way where they would progress in their careers?
So it's twofold. I mean, one, you have to be willing to listen as a leader, right? It's very easy to think, hey, I'm the leader, I'm in charge, and so let me tell you what to do, right? So first of all, it's listening. I think the second thing, and it's true for definitely for me, right? It's important to be. Sometimes it's always important to be honest, right? Because you see things in people, both strengths and opportunities, that you have to be able to make them aware of in the right constructive way. And that honesty is important to me as a leader. But of course, it is a two-way street, right? The person receiving the feedback has to be open to it and not be defensive, and willing to work on some of the things, and of course work on it both ways, right? You have an opportunity to really build and capitalize on your strengths, and then really see where you need to develop more, we need to improve more, and work on those things as well.
No, I mean, you couldn't have put it better because trust is always a two-way street. So thank you for sharing that. My next question would be is your current company has been recognized as one of America's most just companies for several years now. Can you discuss the company's commitment to corporate social responsibility and how it aligns with its broader business strategy?
Yeah, look, I think that in some ways that's really easy, right? If you want to attract the best talent, if you are not seen as fair and providing equal opportunity, equal pay, you will never be able to attract the best talent, right? And that, doesn't matter what minority group you're in. It is you got to look beyond prejudices and the likes, right? In all senses of the word. Sometimes it's very easy to see this as just certain groups, but you also have to be real. It's really, really important as a leader to make sure that um, you're aligning different ways of thinking and approaching a problem as well, right? So that gets down on that level of it doesn't matter what someone looks like or what their accent is, or what background they come from. Ultimately, when they're on your team and an equal member of the team. So that's one level. The other level is, we as a company several years back, right, really made sure that we are paying attention to pay equality. And we were one of the first companies in our field that absolutely made sure that there was absolute parity in gender pay equity. And I think that's something we're particularly proud of. We have several employee resource groups within the company that represent different cultures, and these are self-forming groups. I mean, we support them, but it's really the employees that have taken it on and built on it, right? And that's been really good to see as well. And as part of leadership, the groups reach out to us every once in a while, and it's really amazing to see, their level of thinking. It's having the conversations and what can help them from a company perspective, and having open dialogues on how we can build that community, build awareness of the community, within and outside the company, actually.
I mean, that's amazing because it's not that the leadership is making them do these things, but it's because they feel like they need to form these groups because they have that support within the company is something that's very inspiring. And clearly, you leadership is, as a whole are doing something that's very well taken by your current employees because that is absolutely amazing. So thank you so much for sharing that. Last question, Joydeep. A lot of layoffs these days are still unfortunately happening. It's 2024 and their people are still losing their jobs. There's a lot of people still in search for their dream job. Is your company currently hiring? So if people are seeking for their next job, they know what to seek for.
Yeah, look, yes. So we're always looking for talent, and but we are not immune from the layoffs. I think we've had a few in the last couple of years as we have adjusted from the world of 2020 and 2021 into the new realities of 2023. But that put aside, we're always looking for new talent. We are still growing in certain areas. So yes, and the best way to look for roles is on our website we post all our jobs, and that's another one of those things where we're open to people from whatever environment and background applying for the roles that they may be best suited to.
Okay, well, Joydeep, this sums up our conversation. Thank you so much for coming your career path, what you've learned along the way, specifically in the biotech and life sciences industry, how you approach leadership, but most importantly, your approach on corporate social responsibility and the things that you've done to make the world a much more fair place. Thank you so much.
Thank you again. Take care, Manal.
You too.